Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Welcome back to another video. We're gonna talk some more NBA today. I got a question. I got a question. Sometimes I just got a question. So tonight the Clippers are playing, and Kawhi Leonard is out again. Right? Previous videos, last couple of videos, I've spoken about how many games have been played. Right now, the Clippers have played about 15, 16 games. Right? Kawhi Leonard has only played 5 games this season. All right. If you remember, the Toronto Raptors, on the back of Kawhi, one of the greatest playoff performances I've ever seen, especially for a guy who is extremely hurt, as we can still see. Um, and he seems to be injury prone. He sprained his right ankle, I believe. Um, this is kind of, I don't know if it's out of nowhere because they won a championship in like 2000. Was that 18? The Toronto Raptors. So when the Clippers got Kawhi Leonard, right? It was after that finals, and apparently he wouldn't come unless uh he got somebody to come with him. That person wound up being Paul George, who is also was before that being extremely injury prone. The Clippers traded about 6 years worth of first round picks. The majority that went to the Thunder. I forgot the distribution of it, but I know the Thunder got a lot of it. Because if y'all remember, I'm going to provide context. Paul George had just signed a deal the year prior with OKC. Remember, they had the party, they had the whole celebration. He was coming back, and then the next year, not even the next year, that playoffs, he wanted out. Remember, everybody was blaming Russ that year. Elimination game, Paul George had 5 points. Elimination game, Paul George had 5 points. Uno, dos, cinco, seis, siete. Cuatro cinco. Jesus. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro cinco. Oh my God. I apologize to my brethren. And what 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 gets me is in any part of the media, we keep discussing the Lakers picks. The Lakers picks this, the Lakers picks the Pelican picks. These dudes traded 6 years. 6 years. Six 6 years worth of picks, first rounders, for two dudes who don't even play. There's a difference between continuous playoff failure and making them losing and making them losing. They're not even playing, right? Now, let's rewind because I wanna compare a couple things, right? The As far as the mainstream, I'm saying mainstream with my quotes up here. The mainstream worst trade of all time was the Celtics and Brooklyn Nets trade, in which Celtics traded KG and Paul Pierce, and of course in their twilight years. And Brooklyn gave up some first round picks, whole bunch of picks, right? Those picks, the two most important picks that the Celtics got from trading Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, they got Jason Tatum and they got Jalen Brown, right? So I'm being very careful as I compare these two. Brooklyn trades all their first round picks. Remember, this is the first time they did it. They just did it with Harden and all of them, and that failed. This is a failed thing too. because Harden left the same year, the first year he was gone already, right? So I don't know if that might be worse than this because Harden is a superstar and he was gone in 1 year after they did all this to trade. They fuck up their salary cap, everything. But I'm only comparing just the first one because of Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. Jalen Brown, he's an idiot, but the boy can hoop. That's why he's famous in the first place. That's why he needs to figure out. That's why we know you. We don't know you because you smart. We know you because you put the ball in the hoop real well, my boy. These dudes is monsters out there. And I like Tatum. Because Tatum stay in his lane. Let's get to it. Which trade is worse? And also the caveat, the cherry on top, what I want to leave. The Clippers also traded a blue chip prospect, a two-way player, which is Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Blue chip. He was blue chip the first year he played with Chris Paul the first. He was blue chip the first year with Chris Paul. As a rookie, he was blue chip two-way. Right now, he's a monster. So not only did they trade 6 years worth of picks, they also gave up Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Now hindsight is 2020. Is this Clippers trade worse than the Celtics trade? I think they're very close. I'm leaning toward the Celtics, but because Tatum and Brown, especially Tatum. Tatum is I swear. I wish I'm about to flip the table. I wish he was a Pelican. He was almost a Pelican before Andy Davis. No, see, I'm a sidetrack. This is why we got the first pick. This is why we got Zion, y'all, because the NBA. It wasn't by chance. It wasn't a lottery. We wasn't lucky. The NBA watched LeBron and his team fuck us out of multiple trades. We couldn't trade Anthony, and this is hindsight. We couldn't trade Anthony Davis to anybody else except the Lakers. Remember, the Celtics was interested in the trade, and obviously Tatum is going to be in that trade. The Celtics were very interested in that trade, and Anthony Davis' father came on the radio and said, "Nah, we ain't going to Boston. They do to Boston. We ain't playing." That's why the Pelicans got the first round pick. I mean, the number one pick because they were fucked out of actual trades. Let's get back to this. Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum, or 6 years of picks. No Kawhi Leonard, no thing. This is year 4, y'all. This is year 4 of 6. Year number 4. Actually, I think it's 5. Kawhi is an option after this year. This is this is this is year 4 of 5. It's already over, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is gone. Which one is the worst trade of all time? And also, let's give an extra mention to the Harden trade. The Nets also giving up everything, including Jared Allen, the All-Star, including Karis LeVert, who can be very good if he is ever actually plays. Uh, and who's there? And Dinwiddie, who's playing very well for not Denver, Dallas right now. They could have had Durant and Kyrie and them three. They traded them three just for Harden. So that's honorable mention because they had Durant and Kyrie already with them three, Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, and LeVert. Nigga, that's a starting lineup for your ass. So that's definitely honorable mention. What y'all think for worst trade ever? Brooklyn is definitely the worst franchise in the last 15 years. And I don't they is. I was gonna say Sacramento. They worse than Sacramento. At least Sacramento is just trash. They just losing because they Sacramento. These dudes is making high value trades, trading 4, 5, 6. They just got their picks back. That's that's how they got Harden. They just recovered from from the Tatum shit. They just getting picks and they trade them bitches again for nothing. Worst franchise in the last 10 years. We'll discuss it later. Holla at your boy.